Hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome new, welcome watching and not actually liking. Please like the videos. It helps with the algorithm of it all. Um, but I understand you might be doing something else while you're watching, but if ever you are not, like when you click on it, press the button. Okay, so today we're in like auspicious feeling energy. Like things are once again divinely aligning themselves, even if, like I don't feel like I want to put something right there because everybody's journey is different, right? Everybody's timeline is different. Everybody's everything is different. So, and this is a general reading. So it is what that is. But the energy that was coming through is love and fortune. And I keep hearing love and marriage, go together like a horse and carriage. This, I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. I haven't watched that since I was young. But what that's bringing back to me is that, like, you've learned that love and is always the thing, like love and. So I said love and fortune, and then love and marriage came through. Um, and now we're going back to what was coming in before because it's coming in again, was Lauryn Hill's Sweetest Thing. Sweetest thing I've ever known. Do-do-do-do. Was like the kiss on a collarbone. Soft caress of happiness. The way you walk, your style of dress. I wish I didn't get so weak. I was gonna stop, but it's like, no. Oh, baby, just to hear you speak makes me argue just to see how much you're in love with me. That's why. That's why. So we have all these things, right? All these lists of things that we're like, oh, that felt like love. Oh, that looked like love. Oh, that made me feel something. Oh, that made me feel something. And we're equating all of these feelings at one point, I'm hearing, not now, to love. Of like, oh, that's love. And not honoring that love has many different layers and facets, and everything that causes a feeling isn't love. However, when we really land in the, I'm hearing, in the center of gravity of love, then we end up on the fortunate side of love. Not makes me argue just to see how much you're in love with me. Like, no. Because why? Well, because some people thrive in chaos, right? Or they have, right? Their life has been a succession of hold on, both generational and current societal, like, thriving in chaos just so that you're not dealing in self, because chaos is 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 outside most of the time. But for someone who's been used to thriving in chaos, then when that chaos is not there and the settle comes in, the settlement, I'm hearing, like just settling down. Settle down now. Settle in. Settle up. Be done. When there's like that ending, that closure, that whatever it is, it's like, oh, this is too good. Something, I'm waiting for the next shoe to drop. A lot of people say that. Wait for the next shoe. What shoe? What does it look like? What would the shoe be? Right? And understanding that if you have an answer for that, that's fine. But it is the lived reality, your lived reality, really showing that through actual things that have happened and been said or done. Um, Sweetest thing I ever known. So there's like there's a list of a lot of beautiful things, a lot of things that feel good most of the time, because kiss on the collarbone can feel not good. It can feel icky if it's coming from an icky place within the person giving it. If it's like a subjection type of thing, um, if that's not your thing, y'all know what I mean. So the first thing, as I was, I don't want to say preparing. It was like this portal opened up. Stick with me. It was like this portal opened up and was like, it's time for a reading. And I sort of knew it was out there. But I was doing my own thing, and portal opened up. It's like, it's time for a reading. And it was sort of like, I said, okay. And then I hopped on this like slide that brought me down and into the energy to sit in it like I'm sitting right now. Sorry if that was weird. That's just what it is. And in that downward sort of slide, think water slide, lazy river, water slide, lazy river, like spiral flushing. Like it was time for it to come out of me. Um, I was moving around, like, okay, I'm gonna grab my coffee. I didn't finish my coffee earlier, and I put it in the refrigerator, so now it is cold without ice, which I deeply enjoy. And I was coming to the front door just to look out at the trees and take a deep breath in before I sat down. And over the doorway, as they have been for I don't even know how long, was this bay leaf and this cinnamon stick that I stuck over top of my door. And I wrote some intentions and affirmations on them, not knowing when I would take them down and use them for any other purpose other than to just hold those two things. Um, and as I was, before I saw them, I was thinking, man, I need to find a stick of Palo Santo. I've been utilizing my reserves because I had a lot, and I was like, okay, I'm going to stop purchasing right now as well and just use what I have, right? So I've been using my Palo Santo, so I'm sort of down to the bottom of that reserve. Not completely out, but they're still in the package. And I saw these first, and it was like, oh, those are it. It's time for those to come down. So the bay leaf says sweet success and permanent prosperity. That's what's coming towards you, is sweet success and permanent prosperity. Okay, like, and I'm hearing yes, the money. Yes, and the love, the sense of internal power, to the point where even if someone tried to poke at it, you're just like, why would you do that? That's very unfortunate. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Please put your little dagger down. Like that's the type of place where it's like sweet success. Where like, you know what are the words? You know what? And not in a like a you know what, like a combative, just you know what it is. You peep it, you clock it, and if you don't, you also know that for as whole as you are, or as healed as you are, you don't know where someone else is on their journey. We've sort of taken in this satellite navigation system energy to be like, oh, we are infinite ability readers, which some people are very good at pattern recognition. They're very good at comprehensive listening. They're very good at a plethora of things that allow them to pattern track and come up with conclusions about the energy of something based on the entirety of the existence of what they know. The thing is to understand that there's an abundance of things you don't know, and leaving space for the other person to share, but clocking if they choose not to. Right? Maybe not knowing the why, just knowing they chose not to. And therefore, even if you're boundaried up safely for your own self with a loving flow, right? Like castles can have a moat, and that moat can be tributaried by a waterfall. And that waterfall could be tributaried by a large river, and that large river, and so on and so forth, right? And so the water going through the moat is constantly moving and flushing and going down the hill, but it's fortifying this boundary, this border around. So you're able to see these things come through and be like, oh, that's not mine. And that right there is sweet success. That right there is permanent prosperity. Because you're not like grabbing out at things that aren't yours simply because you're like, what is that? If it's moving, it didn't wash up on the side, it didn't come into your gates really, it didn't come out of your gates, then you know. So we're going to light this. And when I was like, okay, Spirit, we're supposed to light this stuff. Great, got it. Where should I do this? And it was like, get the little cauldron with all your coins in it. Again, more money. And then I picked it up and I found this little plastic gem that my kid stuck in there. It's this green plastic gem. It's so cute. But he also stuck his little treasures in there. So we're going to start with this Sweet Success Permanent Prosperity bay leaf. And as I do this, I want you to take a deep breath in and a big breath out. A deep breath in and a big breath out. Deep breath in and big breath out. All right. This color pencil gets a lot of action that was not designed for, and that might be a part of the message too. Like you might have been placed in a lot of situations where you learned a lot about the world, but you weren't really supposed to be there. Like that's a class. It was a classroom, and classrooms are not meant to last forever. So we're gonna stir this this Sweet Success and Permanent Prosperity bay leaf into these coins and this gemstone. I also see some sage in here, unburned, onion skin, garlic skin. If you know, you know. If you don't, confirmation burp, go look it up, babes. Love you. Okay, so next we're gonna do, I want you to take a deep breath in. I'm gonna read around. The cinnamon stick is an abundance of money is forever mine. An abundance of money is forever mine. Take it in, say it. An abundance of money is forever mine. Feel how good that feels in your body. An abundance of money is forever mine. Relax what part of your body tenses with that. Is it some obscure place like an armpit, like the back of your arm? Because right now you can just relax into that, right? You can just relax into it. An abundance of money is forever mine. Say it to yourself. Believe that shit, baby. Believe it. Deep breath in. Big breath out. I am successful and I am wealthy. Deep breath in. Let that smile go across your face with that thought. Let all other thoughts that try to tear it asunder go. Let them 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 go. I am successful and I am wealthy. I am successful and I am wealthy. I am successful and I am wealthy. Just like you are. just like you are, or you would not be here for this. Okay? If you have cinnamon near you in your house, like a cinnamon stick, or even like cinnamon powder, don't open the cinnamon powder though, keep it closed. Because we're gonna take a nice stiff whiff, and I don't want you it going up your nostrils and no shit like that. So keep it closed. And you see this is being channeled in right now. We're doing this ritual right now here together. If you can't do it here now, come back to the video. Um, yeah, come back to the video. I haven't figured out how to do timestamps. Somebody in the comments, please tell me how to do timestamps so that I can so that I can put them in for these videos. But go get your cinnamon. Pause the video. Go get your cinnamon. Okay. So I hope you pause the video. I hope you follow directions because I gotta keep it moving, babes. Get your cinnamon stick or your cinnamon bark or your cinnamon powder. Right. Keep the top on the powder closed. Put it up to your nose. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Go to the end of it. If you have a cinnamon powder, just keep it closed. Maybe turn the jar. Breathe in a different side. Go to the end. Breathe out. Flip it over. Go to the other end. Breathe out. If you have cinnamon powder, open it up. But don't put your nose right up against it. If you have cinnamon stick, break your stick. Break it open. Get to that part that hasn't been exposed to the air where the depth of smell still lives. You know, I had an aunt who would smell everything before she ate it. She was also an amazing cook. My son smells everything. People. Stuff. He really enjoys smell. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to break it up into this cauldron of coin. Cauldron of coin. Hey, I like how that sounds. Okay, so breaking that part off, I now have the words, an abundance of money is forever and wealthy. That's, hey, an abundance of money is forever and wealthy. I'm going to say it one more time. An abundance of money is forever and wealthy. Now those chips, I'm gonna mix them into my coins. And this stick part, I'm just gonna light. And as I burn this, just sharing this space with me, sharing this ritual, sharing this moment, sharing this abundance magic. Kunaiwan na sa do'y makudasunak. Anasana ako. Aninao ko ay sanayaka. Amasino ako. Anayeso taika. Unaya so kata. Unasinaya ko. And as I blow it over this cauldron of coins, I want you to think about just what it feels like when you don't have to worry about nothing, on a day where you don't have to worry about nothing, right? My hope is that you've had at least one day in your life, even if it was in childhood, where you didn't have no bills, you didn't have to go to school, you didn't have to go to camp, you didn't have to go to church. Nobody was asking you to do anything. And you were able to just relax in your body and your nervous system. I hope that somewhere in your timeline, you can remember at least one day where that was true. And if you cannot, I hope and pray that you are able to take even an hour of that image, right? Where like maybe you took a lunch break where there were no meetings and no one was clocking your time and you were able to just float. Think about at least one instance in life where you really just said, nothing mattered. Because nothing even matters at all. That's love. I'm going to mix this ash into these coins. All right. And I'm just going to shake it around. Give it some movement. A few things flew out. So part of the word success flew out. Sometimes it might not feel successful right away. Sometimes the success is just that you said yes to yourself and that you got started, and knowing that you finally opened up that pack of seeds that you said, oh, I'm a garden. I'm gonna start a garden. You finally opened up that pack of seeds and did the work to till a row and to plant them. So that success, like there's an S missing off of it because of the break. That success is not missing a damn thing. SUCCES still spells success. It doesn't spell success. Well, success will be the extra S. But it's enough. It's enough. You got started. Good job. So I think I'm going to keep the rest of this cinnamon stick in here with these coins that I have. Sort of have a mantle, and then at the bottom of the fireplace I had this sitting on my ancestor side. I'm gonna set that to the side for a minute. Spirit, are there any cards for this message? Because we're already 28 minutes and 28 minutes 39 seconds now in. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee, but I just heard something about coffee mugs. Maybe you need to get some new coffee mugs. Maybe get rid of some. Maybe really think about how much joy they bring to you, or how much joy they don't. Like, is it the right size? Does it feel good in your hands? Does it have colors or say something that makes you feel really good? Does it have a nice weight to it? I'm hearing all of these things are successes that are personal to you. The coffee of the day is French pressed Cafe Bustelo, Calendula, and red raspberry leaf and honey. Orange blossom honey, I think. Any cards today, Spirit? There's a deck right here. Which one? Oh, that one. Okay. um, that was like a weird myofascial thing I felt like I needed to do, like deep down in the muscle. So maybe something's been a pain in your neck, and spirit is letting us know that it's coming to a close. Okay. Let's see. I wrote some other stuff down while I shuffle and see what comes out. I'm gonna read it. So on the cinnamon stick, I wrote an abundance of. I was writing down what was written on the cinnamon stick just in case it burned in a way that I couldn't read it again. Um, but it said an abundance of, and I stopped right there because Rihanna, baby, love me lights out. I think that's Rihanna. My apologies if it's not. Baby, love me lights out. And I wrote being able to love in and through the dark. So like most people in most places on this planet right now, on this floating rock in the galaxy, would agree that humanity is in a rough place in most places. Even if it's not happening in that place directly, we can agree that the species itself as a whole is in a bit of a rough place, because even if it's not happening right in front of you, the awareness that so much of it is happening at the exact same time is a dark place to be in, knowing that, right? Like, what are we even supposed to do about that? But knowing that our success is not hinged on that. Money is forever mine. Like, money comes in all different forms. Money has transitioned forms over the years. As I'm saying that, Nomo, which is a twin serpent. Hey, Snake Tree Lounge. Twin serpent. And this is the change card. So yeah, like I said, money has changed its form many, many times. Bliss is also underneath that, which I'm feeling like that's another one of our cards. There's a calf, there's a lion, there's an owl, there's an eagle. So I'm getting a lot of animal spirits. You're going to be able to fly high with this owl and eagle. You're going to be able to fly high day and night. And like, they are birds of prey. They got pinpoint accuracy vision. And then we have the lion and the calf. So the calf or the cow is a grazer, but will definitely run up on you if it feels threatened. And then you have the lion, and it's a lion, not a lioness. Full mane out. Seem to be looking straight out, like, I'm here to protect and serve. We got to remember that, like, the male lions are not the main hunters of the pack. They're there to protect and serve in that animal kingdom dynamic. Although they will hunt if they need to, especially when they're younger. That might be a word for somebody too. I feel like that's a word for society altogether. Like, understanding that there are exchanges to get money, to receive money. And it's been pedestaled as a necessity when a lot of the things that we need are attainable through community, even if money is being exchanged in ways that that they're being exchanged. I am successful and wealthy. Understanding wealthy is more than just money. It's always funny when I write stuff down in the beginning that I wrote it down so that I wouldn't forget it. And I'm sitting here just channeling, and it's like, yep, this. And I go back and read, and it's like, yep, that. Any more cards, Spirit? Out of this deck? Not that one. The bottom one. So we have the Hood Love community card. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone that's at my heart. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. So this Bliss and Hood Love community card, the pink that's flowing through them seems to connect these two things together. When I put the cards next to each other, and that really stood out to me. that they seem to connect in that way, that there will be bliss. You're finding your community, your true community, and you're finding it just because you're allowing this change. But the change is not meant to be forever. Like, you're not going to constantly have keep having to change, I'm hearing, even though that's what you may have been doing before. But see, the change is here. Change is the catalyst. The change is the first card that we had, and we go through this change and these transformations, and it might look a couple different ways, just like we have these two characters here instead of just one in change. And it could be a mirror situation because it's a double name, Nomo Nomo. Double name, double M's, double N's. What's that? 4 zeros could be significant. Or 4 O's, like the letter O. So there's a flow, like the pink that's seen here, I'm hearing. What's this? Okay. The pink that's seen here that was cultivated and curated through the lighting of this change. Ooh, spirit, come through with the birds, with the bard. The pink that was and could only be seen through the light of this particular change. So, like, these things had to happen. I'm hearing rose quartz and av- uh, aventurine, rose quartz and jade, rose quartz. There's so many different kinds of green, but still rose quartz. Fouchette. I don't even know if that's a stone or not. But in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a milky pink type stone with black dots in it. If somebody knows what that is, can you put it in the comments, please? But it's like this pink, um, that that glue, that glue, that glows like glue, as in not glue like sticky glue, like grew, but past tense. No, glow, but past tense. This, it showed up right in that situation, that pink, that love of self, that love of center, that love of balance between the normal and the normal. It's running through. It's going to be running through this sense of community. This, well, there's going to be many different characters, right? You got these two different birds. You got these two different land animals. You got the woman in the center, and on this one, you got one character, but you got all these different parts of this sphere moving around separately but cohesively. And that's going to be some big prosperity moves for you, energetically, monetarily, for yourself. And there's like a lot of self assuredness feeling coming off of this character here. I feel like I should glance at the book for that one. And then we're going to close this reading out because we just are, man. We just are. Like, we did a whole ritual. Okay, Hood Love. And it's the number page is 114. If anybody's following the numbers, that might be significant for you. All right. Hood Love stands with his fists out and the gold rings on his fingers spell out his name energy. Is the form of wisdom radiating out from his hands into the ether. The golden sphere. Okay, I feel like this is not everything that I'm supposed to be reading. What am I supposed to be reading, Spirit? Down here. Okay. The lone wolf doesn't survive as it would in the pack. Although you may feel alone, there are unseen forces that are supporting you in the ether. Have you met your neighbors? Do you really know your neighborhood? Are your first memories of your neighborhood good ones, or ones surrounded by fear? Sit in those memories and retell the story that empowers and leaves you feeling an elevated emotion such as gratitude. So like, where you living? How you living? What? How you living? What? And live in color. You can do what you wanna do. And live in color. And live in color. See, it's never too late. I just skipped some because I don't know the words. You see, it's never too late and it's never too soon. Something, something inside to be and live in color. Yeah, it's time for you to stop being black and white and gray. Like, yes, there are many shades of gray, and shades of gray and black and white can make beautiful pictures. However, when we add color, we add dimension. We add color, we add more feeling because color is more subjective. Color is way more subjective than black and white. So, allow the complexity of your success because that is what is going to foundation your permanent prosperity. Okay? Peace. Thanks for coming. Like the video, subscribe to the channel because it's going to help me and it's going to help you because you're like, yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Boom, pow. All right. Peace, y'all.